and spreading. Hey, good evening.
Good evening.
I'm Scott Stoddard Fultz. This is J.J. Raymond. We're going to play some music for you tonight. Thanks for joining us. I'm going to start with a song I wrote, I don't know, 3-4 years ago. It goes like this. Daddy always told her she was pretty. Dropped out and moved down to the city. She was gonna see a marquee light up her name and receive critical acclaim. In no time she ran out of money. Dumpster diving ain't funny. Now she's a dancer on the west side. But clear-eyed inside, the dream had died. Pays her rent with $10 bills. She gets by on wine and pills. She's a star at the penthouse in Hell's Kitchen, just a mile away from Broadway, and she just can't face the fiction. Close her eyes and drift away and fantasize. She's a diva on a Broadway show, basking in the brilliant burning spotlight of a light she'll never know. She's doing fine, oh, but she's on the borderline between a real life and a storyline, between her dreams and a dollar sign, between true love and rental valentine. Oh, she
good that voice was.
Well, thanks. I didn't forget, in your case.
Well, thank you. I do miss having you sing behind me. Should probably say how we know each other.
Yeah, we played some gigs together. What was it, 15, 16, somewhere around there?
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
In
Bass guitar.
Dogtown Cadillac, I played bass and did some backing vocals, and we had a lot of fun that summer. It was only a handful of things, right? But
Yeah, we did Nashville, North Creek,
Yeah.
and a few other, yeah, it was fun.
and that was great. And actually, funny that you bring that up, because that was doing that gig and that songwriter circle there was sort of an inspiration for this, and an inspiration for that song and a few of the others that I'll be playing tonight.
That's so great, because, you know, it's not all about what you do with your music, you know. If you can play and you can inspire somebody else,
Yeah.
or, you know, you give back, or, you know, whatever.
Yeah, and
that's amazing to hear that it wasn't me directly, but, you know, I did a show, you saw these
But
guys. and-
It's the synergy of it, you know,
Yeah.
the energetic thing that happens when people get together and music happens. It's inspiring for everybody.
We did feel that too,
Yeah.
we had that,
That's
yeah,
cool.
we did, yeah.
So,
Okay, I was gonna start off a little more robust, but since that song gave me the feels a little bit, I decided to change my mind. This song was inspired by a few people in my life. It's basically about when you know you've got dealt a pretty crappy hand, and you really have no choice but to think positive and just kind of push through it all, regardless of what your circumstances are. But before I play the song, because I know they're watching and they have to go to bed soon, I have to say hi to my 3 grandbabies, Temperance, Erilyn, and Theodora. Mima loves you. Thanks for watching. Now go to bed. This song is called What It Is. Johnny boy knows he's not like other kids. Not gonna grow up big like his dad did. But he wakes up every day and faces the sun. Won't let lips see us think it's one. If he's gotta live his life, he'll live it free. It might take my body, but that's not best of me. 'Cause it is what it is. Take it day by day. There's no going back. Can't change it anyway. So give it all you got. No matter what, gotta play the hand you're given. Love the life you're living, 'cause it is what it is. She lost her love now a few years ago. Each day it gets better, but time goes so slow. She can close her eyes, still see his smile. Kissing away, see her while. Her life goes on regardless of pain. She'll live her life, but it's just not the same. But it is what it is. Take it day by day. There's no going back. Can't change it anyway. So give it all you got. there's no going back. Can't change it anyway. So give it all you got. No matter what, gonna play behind your game. Own the life you're living, 'cause it is what it is. It is what it is.
Right on. Right on. I like that one.
My muscle memory's failing me.
Well, so to stick with the open tune for another one here before I go standard tuning. Standard.
Are we open E now? Is that what?
No, it's like a open G.
Open G.
I wrote I wrote a whole bunch of songs. It's such a cool,
It is.
it's awesome. So, anyhow, this is a train song. Mother died to bring me in this world. And Daddy, as I said, it was all my fault. He taught me how to smoke when I was 10, and how to take a punch time and again. At 14 years I learned how to trains, with nothing but a will to stay alive. A fifth of Evan Williams and a blunt. We'd ride the rails along the riverfront. Steel rails reflect the sun on the horizon, with twilight far behind, the sunrise dead ahead. Looks like it's gonna be a hot one. The railroad ties keep rolling by, a metronome and a lullaby. I'll ride the rails until the day I die. And wet Midwestern skies are full of snow. A hot Kansas City, southern New Mexico. We'd ride right up on top through Monterey. In summertime, back up to Thunder Bay. Steel rails reflect the sun on the horizon, with twilight far behind, the sunrise dead ahead. Looks like it's gonna be a hot one. The railroad ties keep rolling by, a metronome and a lullaby. I'll ride the rails until the day I old now, but still have all my hair. Regret, I don't regret the life I've led. I saw my life and hopped a train instead. Steel rails reflect the sun on the horizon. The twilight far behind, and sunset dead ahead. Looks like it's gonna be a cold one. The railroad ties keep rolling by, a requiem and a lullaby. I'll ride the rails until the day I die. I'll ride the rails until the day I die. I'll ride the rails until the day I die.
Man, that's a hot run. I wish I'd thought of that.
Thank you.
That's great. Oh, wow, I could hear all kinds of stuff in that.
Thank you.
Yeah, all kinds of ideas. My brain's like, woo. I don't know if that's good or bad.
I think that's probably good. We're going to go with good.
Okay, do that.
Wow, now I don't know. How do I have to follow that? Good Lord. All right. I think I'm going to, he's like, stop. This next song I'm going to do, did not write, but I did arrange it, and I did add my own touch to it, with permission from the writer. This song was written by a man that I held in very high esteem. Besides my father, when I learned guitar at 6 years old, the other heavy influence in my life was a man named Louis Supernaw. I always called him Bunny. And he was the leader of the Blue Ridge Sundowners, who is a band out of Strand in North Hudson, New York, which is where I hail from. And they opened for Johnny Cash and I think Johnny Paycheck and a few others. But that was the big thing, you know, back in, I don't remember what year it was, but, you know, the Sundowners were open for Johnny Cash at Frontier Town. And so I got, you know, to see Bunny up there, and he was a mandolin player, and he'd get up there, and just, there was no fear, and it was just all, you know, he was all business, and, you know, it just made me want to be what I am today, what I do. Part of why I do what I do is because of watching him as a young girl, and wishing I could be like him. And so what we did was, I pulled a fast one on him to begin with. Bunny was in his mid-80s, and I used to pull a Sunday shift at a local bar in Scream Lake, and he'd come in every Sunday to see me. And so I said to him, I said, "Hey, Bun," I said, how did that song go? I said, I said, you gave me permission to, you know, record it. I said, but I'd really like to get your, you know, your input on how it really, you know, the melody goes. I said, will you sing it for me? And he says, oh yeah, I'll sing it for you. So I put record on my phone, and he sang the first verse of the song. And I later took that and I gave it to Archie, who is the wizard of Dogtown Cadillac. He's the sound engineer, and he's the recording guy, and he's lead guitar player and baritone player and everything else in between. And we put this on the track with a little bit of a, you know, like the old phonograph, the ch-ch-ch-ch-ch-ch. And since Bunny has passed, and so this is a really, really great reminder to who he was and his voice. To hear that on my album is a great joy to me, and was a really, really great present. So this is the song as Bunny wrote it, and it's called Rocking Chair of Love. I built this rock Do not cast my love aside, although your love has died. Think of the past and all we had, may conscience be your guide. For if you live 100 years, rocking it each day, it will not measure a tenth of love that's built in you to stay. Would you believe I forgot a verse? Built this rocking chair of love. Oh, I feel so bad I can't remember. I don't know why I'm getting old. Each time you rock, you'll think of all the things that used to be. It's built to last forever. It cannot come apart because it's held together with the pieces of my heart. You rock once, it's an ocean full of love and nonsense sincere. You rock twice, it's all the world of memories so dear. Remember when you rock 10 times, love and thoughts there'll be, and multiply 1,000 times, that's what you meant to me. I built this rocking chair of love to remind you, dear, of me. Each time you rock, you'll think of all the things that used to be. It's built to last forever. It cannot come apart because it's held together with the pieces of my heart. Because it's held together with the pieces of my heart. Wow, it has been a long time since it's played.
What a sweet song.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I love that. Very cool. Wow. Okay, now. And I love the story behind it.
He was very surprised after I finished it. He and his brother, which is now passed as well, they used to always go to the Black Bear restaurant in Pottersville. That was their other. And I pulled right in and I'm like, Bon, I got it done. So we go out and we turn it on and they're out dancing in the parking lot. It was a great night. It was really fun. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out what to do myself. How about this one? And this is one that played Bushwhack Anthony and the Vikings of the Magua, a couple of bands I'm in with Dickie Ogden, who played with us then.
Played with us as well, yeah.
So it's all like a tightly knit musical family. And this is about, well, in the old days you would call a person like this a spinster. I'm not sure if you're allowed to say that anymore. You allowed to say that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
God love you. God love you.
I don't know. To me, it's just like a woman that's like, what do I want to take care of a man for?
Something should be said for spinsterhood, right?
Anyhow, this is called Unbroken. Pasadena, mousy hair and meek demeanor. named after Julius Caesar. Dressed him up like Leonardo, best dressed dog in Kent, Ohio. Hides inside to keep the light out, locks the door to keep the night out. Praise and longing go unspoken. Oh, keep her heart unbroken. Love was always uninvited, unreflected, unrequited. Sometimes in her bed she dreams and thinks about the in-betweens. Hides inside to keep the light out, locks the door to keep the night out. Praise and longing go unspoken. Oh, keep our heart unbroken. Sometimes in a bed in the morning comes a scary secret yearning. Volunteers at Akron Hospice, souls releasing, give us solace. Volunteers at Akron Hospice, souls releasing, give us solace. Hides inside to keep the light out, locks the door to keep the night out. Praise and longing go unspoken. Oh, to keep our heart unbroken. Hides inside to keep the light out, locks the door to keep the night out. Praise and longing go unspoken. Oh, to keep our heart unbroken. Thank you.
That was very Billy Joel.
Yeah, you think?
Keep the light out.
Oh, yeah, maybe with vocalistry. Yeah, it could be. It's funny. I was really. I felt like I was being influenced by Lyle Lovett on that too.
Oh,
And
well, yeah, I can see that.
Elton John.
Uh-huh.
like the Tiny Dancer has that chorus with
It goes
the falsetto
yeah.
thing, you know? So, but yeah, Billy Joel, I'll take that.
That's good.
Cool, thanks.
Very good. I've never heard you do, well, I know we did the songwriter competition. You were only allowed to do one song.
Yeah, it's only one song.
So, yeah, so I didn't really,
It's,
yeah.
you don't get much out of that, you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, I know
that was
you're
a fun thing. That was really cool.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. But yeah, I knew you were a good bass player, but now I know you're a good guitar player too.
Well, thanks very much.
You're always learning something about someone, you know? Never stop. Okay. So this one, for those of you that don't know, if you're watching and you don't know, the last 25 years or so, I have been one of a few things, two of them being a bartender and an entertainer. And throughout those 20-odd years of either being behind a microphone or behind a bar, I have either received, I don't know, well, I've received a lot of pickup lines. I've either heard them or been, the party that received the pickup lines, and some of them are just absolutely wonderfully horrid.
Yeah, that was probably me.
And
Sorry about that.
But it just so happens that I was having a bad day, and call Archie, because Archie, Archie and I do almost everything together. We fight like brother and sister, and Gene will open up the door to the basement. All right, you kids, knock it off, So I'm like, Archie, I'm having a bad day. He's like, all right. He's like, I want to put you on task. And I'm like, oh God, what do you want me to do now, He's like, look, you're blonde, you've been, he's like, write a song about all the pickup lines you've ever heard. Write about, that guy. And I'm like, oh dear. And so okay, all right. So about 15, 20 minutes later, I called Archie back, and my mood had completely changed. I'm laughing, and I played this song for him, and we spent like the next hour dreaming about how funny the video would be for this song. And we're actually in the process of blocking out a video for this song, and look forward to putting it out hopefully soon. It's called Mr. Right. It's Friday at the local pub, but not your average kind of night. There's a full moon hanging up in that sky. It's burning brighter than neon light. It's been on to make folks crazy, and it's heavy in the air. I know what it is I got coming, I can feel it in his stare. He's sitting down at the end of the bar, looking a little frisky, seeing double and feeling single from drinking too much whiskey. He motions to the bartender to get me another drink. Gets to my table, he doesn't. Boy, I'm really on a roll today, aren't I? I'm all kinds of stuff. Get me another drink. Holds up his glass, nods his head, and gives me a little wink. Do blondes have more fun? Where have you been all my life? Do you always come here? Can I buy you a beer? I'm splitting with my wife. Do you want to dance? How about a one-night romance? Morning, Mr. Right, I'm here tonight. He gets up off his ball stool and he starts to head my way. Gets a few steps down that floor, and that's when he begins to sway. I turn my head so he might know that I won't give him the time of day. I get to my table, he takes my hand, and this is what he has to say. Do blondes have more fun? He's here tonight. Let's have more fun. Where have you been all my life? Do you always come here? Can I buy you a beer? You know you look just like my ex-wife. Do you wanna dance? How about a one night romance? Oh, Mr. Right, he's here tonight. That's right, oh, Mr. Right, he ain't here tonight.
That's a fun one.
You can picture the guy, you know, like
Totally.
everybody. I'm just like, oh God, no, I don't.
Yeah. Hey, you know, I apologize for all people that are in possession of a Y chromosome. Liquor has something to do with it, typically. No, you know, mostly we're pretty nice guys.
I'll give you that.
You
I'll give you that. Yeah.
throw some bourbon in there, and that's when it starts to get dicey.
Left turn at Albuquerque. He plays harmonica too.
Little harp action.
Wow.
What do you think? A couple more? I'll do one.
Yeah, do
Can we
one and
two
I'll-
more, or do you want to have this be the last one? What do you think?
I don't know.
Looking for some guidance from the.
You got half an hour.
Oh, we do. Oh, so keep going. Awesome. So we'll
Oh,
do,
so it's like 7:45. That's all it is.
yeah, we'll do a couple more.
All right.
Yeah, it's almost 8 now.
Let's do 2 more.
All right, so this is a song that I wrote for my now wife. She wasn't my wife at the time. And we were in Cold Sweat. We were staying up at this place north of Killington. Like you go up Route 100. What the heck is the name of the town? I can't even think of it now. It's not much of a town. It's like a general store and like a coffee shop or something. And you go up there and you make a left turn and you're on this dirt road, and the place that we rented was a house that was out on this dirt road. And I say dirt. Most of the time we were there, it was either a mud road or it was like a frozen road with ruts frozen into it from people driving through the mud.
Yeah.
So you can pick, it's Vermont, you know. So very Vermonty. So you know, I did a stupid thing. We weren't married yet, and I flirted. I flirted with this other girl. Never did anything, but she got wind of it and hurt her badly, and I felt like, you know, really a total D word.
Never did that again, did you?
No. And, you know, but what it made me realize was seeing the pain I caused her made me realize how much I actually cared about her. I cared about her feelings, and so it was kind of a watershed moment in our relationship. So sometimes, you know, it's kind of funny how that kind of comes out of
Pain.
your song that you just played. Kind of a good segue, I guess. So anyhow,
Wake up from the drunken fool waking up. Did I really just do that to this now?
anyhow, yeah. Well, no, this is about. I wrote this song about a walk that we had taken in the moonlight in Vermont, and it was, you know, that was a song too, a great song. And you know, the Jupiter was really bright in the sky that year, and that time of year, and it was, you know, you get these cold nights up there, and the sky is just so clear, it's unbelievable, and there's no light pollution. You're out in the Green Mountains, so spectacular. And so I wrote this song, it's called Jupiter. And it worked. Totally worked.
Do you play that? Did you play that whole thing through your mind every time you sing that song? Do you remember?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, you know, I guess yeah. You know, you get some context when you sing something that's kind of personal. It reminds you. You know, I don't know about you. Well, obviously you do. You know, we write as songwriters. Sometimes we write to process things.
Oh, that's true.
You know, you had a thing with your dad or whatever, and you write a song, and I'm like, I had this song, and I may do that to close. So I'll leave it. But the point being, you know, I sometimes just singing through the stuff over and over, especially when it's something where you're processing something, is so therapeutic.
It's healing. It is healing.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm so grateful. So.
It's a really good story.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thanks.
We're learning some stuff about each other, aren't we? That's pretty cool. That's all right. So this next song I'm going to do is a local favorite. Well, I say local favorite, but it's. I mentioned Frontier Town before. This song is about my memories of Frontier Town. It all stems from a woman named Jennifer St. Pierre approaching me. She and Tammy Whitty Brown had written a book about Frontier Town and its history and things of that nature, and had even gone so far as PBS had considered doing a documentary about Frontier Town. But as things would have it with politics and government, PBS's budget had been cut quite significantly, and BBC had partnered with PBS to do a lot of things, but BBC wasn't interested in doing a documentary necessarily just about a small theme park in northern New York. So we said, okay, fine, we'll release it ourselves. So we got a bunch of pictures, thanks to Jennifer, of back in the heyday of Frontier Town, through at least probably 20 years of its history, and put together a slideshow coupled with this song. And I haven't looked recently, but I think it had over like 75,000 views on YouTube. You know, people love it. You know, oh, I see myself in that picture, there I am, or, you know, I remember this guy or that guy. And the sheriff in town, when I was a kid, was named Goat Mullis. And I do make mention of him in the song, and he had the mustache, the mustache, he had that. And he was the coolest guy, you know. I thought he was so cool, you know, and the Clans would come into town, and he's like, all right, you know, and he was, you know, everybody just thought Goat was the man, you know. So there have been many sheriffs, but for me, it was Goat. And so anyway, you know, it's stemmed a lot of memories and a lot of happiness for a lot of people. It's called Ode to Frontier Town.
Beautiful. I love that.
It's got the old-timey feel.
You can totally, you can picture it, you know.
You ever go to Frontier Town?
You know, it's like, it's over on Route 9 near Lake George, right? Like South.
No, that's Gaslight Village.
Okay.
Frontier Town was up exit 29.
Oh, all the way up
Yeah,
there?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The most exciting thing I ever saw in my life was that Pony Express guy, man. He'd start out and he's hanging onto the saddle, and all of a sudden this horse starts running and he like hits his feet on the ground and he jumps right up. He's on the saddle and he's going. I was like, as a kid, you know, it's the greatest thing ever.
Awesome.
You know, yeah.
Yeah, I grew up more in Western New York, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
It wasn't a thing for me. But, yeah. Cool, very beautiful song.
Thank
Really evocative. What am I doing here? Oh.
Oh, thank God. I'm
Not
the
old
only-
enough, I don't think I am, for a senior moment, but that could have, you know.
We both, you could tell we both haven't played it forever.
Yeah.
We're both just like the
If
child.
if you plug that guitar in, it sounds a little louder.
I want to thank thank you for inviting me. It was out of the blue and completely unexpected, but I really needed this kick to get me going.
You're the first person I thought of. I mentioned the idea to Jonathan Newell, the head honch here, and he said, hey, you know anyone else? And I was like, yes, I do. So yeah, I love this. It's a great format. Every time I've seen a show like this where you get 2-3 songwriters, it's just cool because you get an insight into the process, and the songs take on a little more meaning, I think, when you listen to them. And
oh yeah,
so
it's personal, yeah.
Yeah,
it's good to see your face too.
It's
been a long time.
It's yeah. I mean, we even before COVID hit, it had been a long time.
Yeah.
So yes, likewise.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna play a song, a truck driving song.
Oh, nice.
It's called Hammer Lane. Driving 16 hours since San Antonio. I ran out of cocaine 3 hours ago. I need to make Chicago by the time my eyes run out my head in the stereo. The Hammer Lane is going 85. I slap myself to open up my eyes. I need some more cocaine to stay alive. Company to help rehumanize. Just north of Noble, there's a truck stop girl that makes this operator's wheels go round. Back row I park and take her for a whirl. I'll buy her love and then I'll be northbound. The Hammer Lane is going 85. I slap myself to open up my eyes. I need some more cocaine to stay alive. Company to help rehumanize. Can't stop thinking about my back row queen. Her life in sleeper cabs and hotel rooms. The company of strangers can't turn me. And lonely as the smell of diesel fumes, the hammer lane is going 85. I slap myself to open up my eyes. I need some more cocaine to stay alive. Company to help rehumanize. I think about her every time I drive. Would someone wake me up when I arrive?
Wow. That's some reality.
Yeah. Sorry about that. That was another one that...
Drag me right down out of the clouds there.
Sorry. Yeah, and that was... But it was like I wrote this batch of songs after that thing we did together. And that was...
Yeah.
And I don't know, like I was hearing these guys do, Americana type stuff.
Yeah.
And I was also a big Lyle Lovett fan, and he does a lot of sort of...
I love Lyle Lovett.
Yeah.
I could listen to him forever.
Yeah.
He's just amazing.
Yeah, I've seen him live so many times, and it's always amazing. So
I'm sick of there's nothing left on YouTube for me to watch anymore unless I'm on repeat. So,
we need live music again. This is it's getting a little tough. It's getting really tough.
I feel like I'm literally in DTs.
Yeah.
Well, I was. I'm now way past that, and I'm a recovered whatever I'm recovering. I don't know. I'll never make it, but it's just it does feel good to be behind a microphone. Although at the same time, it feels weird.
Yeah.
It's been so long.
I hear you, sister.
Yeah. Okay, so this next song has become almost something of a phenomenon. Whenever the lead riff is played, and I can't play it, so you're not going to hear it tonight. I probably could if I tried. I just never tried. Archie does it so well, And Archie's usually always with me. I almost asked if Archie could come tonight, but
He does everything really well. It's kind of annoying.
Isn't it disgusting?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely disgusting. But it's called Dogtown Cadillac. For those of you that don't know, I probably should explain to you exactly what Dogtown Cadillac is and why my band would be named Dogtown Cadillac. But to do that, I have to tell you where Dogtown is. Dogtown has been dubbed Dogtown because there were more dogs than people in the town. And it is the town of Baker's Mills, which is within the village the village of Baker's Mills within the town of Johnsburg. And Johnsburg has many different hamlets and villages, and I think there was like 10 at one point. But anyways, this Baker's Mills is actually called Dogtown. And in Dogtown, you're not impressing anybody if you're driving a Cadillac per se, or a Mercedes, or a Jeep, something or other, or a Lexus. What really melts their butter is if you've got a great big mud truck with big tires and a big, the whole thing, and that's that you got to have like a 6-foot step ladder to climb into. So that is what Dogtown considers a sweet ride. So there you have it, Dogtown Cadillac. There is another double entendre to that, but I'm not going there right now. But yes, so that's what a Dogtown Cadillac is. And here's a song. tires and ain't slip. She looks so pretty when she's covered in mud. Cause I like it really dirty. Are you ready, stud? Go ahead, jump in, let's go for a ride. I'll hear you, let you get in on the driver's side. If things go good, I'll show you the back. You better buckle up, boy, you're in the Dogtown Cadillac. She got her custom sound system, comes a light getting loud. No big black engine that makes daddy proud. Chrome robots, type of KC lights, painted all cold black. She's a beautiful sight. Go ahead, jump in, let's go for a ride. I'll even let you get in on the driver's side. If things go good, I'll show you the back. You better buckle up, boy, you're in the Dogtown Cadillac. She's got a lot up front, a whole lot of high. She burns real nice, and step on the gas. I start shifting gears, there's no turning back. She's a real nice drive, she's the Dogtown Cadillac. Go ahead, jump in, let's go for a ride. I'll hear you, let you get in on the driver's side. If things go good, I'll show you the back. You better buckle up, boy, you're in the Dogtown Cadillac. Yeah, it's a Dogtown Cadillac.
Dogtown Cadillac.
Thank you.
Hey, if you're watching this broadcast and enjoying it, please consider making a donation to the Strand, because you know these are hard times for live music venues, and this is such a wonderful place, and we need to keep it afloat until we no longer need to wear these silly masks, and we can you know, come out and enjoy live music.
Information's on the screen.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is, information's on the screen.
Yeah, information's right on the screen
Great.
if you're on the Strand website.
Since I played here last, it's really come, it's beautiful. And we really need to save this, yes, and keep it
Yeah.
afloat until...
So I think it's right.
Yep.
I think it's right down there.
Yep.
You want to do one more each?
I don't know.
Come on, let's do one more. Let's do it.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do now.
Oh, did you, no, you think of something while I'm doing this.
Yeah, I will.
You know, like, you know, 100 songs.
I'm just being a whiny. My fingers hurt.
I'm going to get a little more up-tempo. But this is from the same winter in Vermont. And sing about the muddy road. And it was, I had this idea to write a song. I was having a hard time making a decision, basically. You know, like people do when it comes time to actually make a commitment to another human being that you want to spend your life with that person. Sometimes it's a bit of a process. You're thinking, well, I don't know. Do I really want to do this? And there's a million things going through your head. And so I basically personified that fear with a dog. And I named the dog Indecision. And I pictured myself with this dog as an old man. And so the song is called The Old Man and His Dog Named Indecision. Walking down a deep runs impatiently ahead, walking happily for no apparent reason. Pausing, the old man turns around. He's more far enough for one day, but season. The old man, the old man, the old man, and indecision. The old man, the old man, the old man, and indecision. Reflecting upon his family, cracking a smiley face about his children. They grow now and far away from home. They call him every week to say they love him. The old man, the old man, the old man, and indecision. The old man, the old man, the old man, and indecision. Indecision, as usual, meets him home. The old woman tells him he's too funny to come in. The old man is not too far behind. When he walks in, she's waiting to embrace him. The old man, the old man, the old man, and indecision. The old man, the old man, the old man, and indecision. The old man, the old man, oh, the old man, and indecision. The old man, the old man, the old man, and indecision.
I was dancing in the chair.
Yeah, and it's funny because when I wrote the song, we didn't even have any kids. And now I got 3 kids. 2 of them, one of them's moved out. And they call me, they love me. It's awesome. So
It is, right?
it's all proceeding according to plan, but I definitely was, had a hard time making the call, but I'm glad I did. Really glad I did. I've got a wonderful relationship with a woman who is awesome. And
Can't ask for
how
much
cool
more than
is
that.
Right?
I mean, to spend your time on this earth with someone you actually like,
Yeah.
that's huge.
Yeah. It's awesome.
It is, it's huge.
All right. So you're going to do one more, and we're going to say goodnight. I want to remind you again, please give till it hurts. Really, live music, gotta keep these venues going. So do everything you can.
It's really the lifeblood of our society, and I don't think anyone really realized that until it was taken from us. And it's very important. Music is important to people. It's very, very important to people.
I was so psyched for that Doobie Brothers 50th anniversary tour.
Oh, man.
Michael McDonald was going to be on the tour, and it's just like, well, are they ever going to do that again, or has that ship sailed? And so there's all kinds of, summers. It's just tough. Summers are so filled with.
We're all going to be
live
stuck.
music
Everybody's going to be
for me.
fighting over the drive-ins. So we can play at drive-ins and people can sit in their cars and listen to us, like last summer. Oh, Lord, yeah. I think I'm going to do some Freight Train. Do you remember that one? Oh, no. I'm not, I wouldn't do that for you. God love you. No, I wouldn't do that to you. But I wrote this song, and I always say, I was mad as hell. And they say, you can't write a song in 10 minutes. And I'm like, hide and watch. I don't have Archie's wonderful baritone here, or the drums, but here we go.
We all know the stories, we all know the tales about a woman going crazy from being mad as hell. There are many reasons no two women are the same. When I reached my limit, I'll be coming like a freight train. Our life as one is over. Why would you let me be? I have more than paid my dues. It's time that I'm free. I've had enough of your little games and all of your control. You can't seem to let me be. This freight train's gonna roll. Cause one day I'll have had enough. Better watch your back when this thing decides to roll. Best not be on that track, cause I won't be much for stopping. And I just want you to know nothing good can happen when this freight train starts to roll. I see what you're doing, girl, playing with that boy. I know you think you're sick, you're playing it off real coy. What you're doing is a shame. He's caught up in your snare. One day I'll be coming, girl, and I just made you aware. That one day I'll have had enough. Better watch your back when this train decides to go. Best not be on that track, cause I won't be much for stopping. And I just want you to know nothing good can happen when this freight train starts to roll. Yeah, nothing good can happen when this freight train starts to roll.
Love that one. Your voice just sounds as strong as ever. This was an absolute pleasure for me.
It was so much fun.
I hope it was for you too.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Stephanie,
Thank you.
Jonathan. Thank
Yes.
you, all of you watching.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
We'll have to do this again.
Yeah. Say goodnight, kids.
Good night. Thank you.